Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, like their friend Daniel, were young members of the ruling class of Judah. When Babylon conquered Judah, the four friends were among the first to get deported. King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon wanted to keep a close eye on the leaders and potential leaders of the nations he conquered. Even so, he treated the nobility of Israel with respect, and even invited Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah to be members of his royal court. The four friends missed their homeland and mourned the conquest of Judah, but they acclimated well to their new surroundings. They continued to practice their faith and follow the customs of their people. When they were offered food from the royal table that was not kosher, they politely declined and asked for vegetables instead. The chief chamberlain was worried that they might become sickly from such an impoverished diet. But Daniel and his friends assured him that their health would not be impaired. And after several months on their special diet, they were able to prove their point. Unfortunately, King Nebuchadnezzar grew suspicious of foreign religions and eventually required everyone to worship the Babylonian gods. Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, now known by their Babylonian names of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, were reported to the king for following the Jewish religion. When the king demanded that they renounce their religion and worship the pagan gods instead, they refused. They were tossed into a red-hot furnace, but God protected them, and they remained unharmed. The stories of Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah were written down in the 2nd century BC, long after the days of King Nebuchadnezzar. They were intended to inspire Jews in Palestine who were facing the persecution of King Antiochus IV Epiphanes of the Greek Empire. King Antiochus demanded that the Jews abandon their religion and worship pagan gods. The stories of Daniel and his friends encouraged faithful Jews to remain strong, trusting that God would stay close to them no matter what happened. For those of us who are not subject to religious persecution, perhaps the earlier story of Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah is the most relevant. Beyond reminding us of the importance of eating our vegetables, it provides an example of how to live in a secular world. The four friends made accommodations to Babylonian culture when possible, but avoided anything that was contrary to their faith, and provided convincing arguments for an alternative approach.